Okay, my bad. Good morning, y'all. So this live will be very short, and it will actually be the very last live that I make on this page. And this live is not really to address um the people that's blaming me for those pages, but to really is for the victims of those pages. And like I said, I'm gonna leave this live up because it would be the last live I make on this page. Um, these the fake pages that has been um, around since the beginning of the saga has hurt a lot of people. I get it. It's a lot of people hurt. Hey, Miss Hurt. It's a lot of people that's been hurt from the pages. A lot that has went on, but um and when it comes down to that let's play pages and all those pervis pages, I think people with common sense would knows that it wasn't me. And the first reason they would know that it wouldn't be me is because um first off, the page was created some time ago back in 2023. And then the page started attacking people around January and February. And I know people want to say I'm tied in me, Amora, Candy, all this. But if people even can remember, me and Amora was at odds. Okay, it was bad. So how would I even be tied in with Amora? Okay, and into doing some shit like that. Um, I can remember in February, I literally me and my mom watched my stepdad pass away during all this drama, and I was just so hurt and so confused about the stuff that I had going on, with my friends. And on top of that, I was being blamed from a page. And I could just remember um, Jeannie coming out and saying that she would attack my daughter if I didn't stop running the page. And like I said, I did not know who was running the pages. I wasn't running the pages. I had no desire to run the pages, didn't know what was going on. And my story will always remain the same as when I was on that three-way call and I heard the phone ringing. I came out and I said that back in February. I was like, look, the phone was ringing, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to name drop people because I don't want people name dropping me. But I did come out and I accused uh, a lady of the page. And then maybe a couple weeks later, we was back talking. However, I never came back out and publicly accused this person. Okay. Good morning, Mama Three. Um, this was okay. So we in February. As the time went on, another page was created, the Shade Room Reloaded page. We had kind of got off of the Let's Play pages. I know I wasn't really worrying about it. The pages seemed more fixated on coming for like Jeannie and Robert, and then the page started coming for Felicia. Now, Felicia has never did me anything, and I've always made that clear with her. She's never did me anything. Whoever this page was, to me, it seemed like a page that was really, really, really coming behind Latruth. Like, they had his back. They wanted to seem like they wanted to silence anybody that was coming against him. I never disliked anyone enough to go and create a page like that, first of all. Then we move on to June, and there's a Shade Room Reloaded page. Now we can speculate about who the page was, and we all could be wrong. But what I know for a fact is that a person came out and attacked my child and posted her abuser, all because they thought I was a page. This person was reaching out to people saying, "Hey, blame Ashley because she would come out and clear her name." I feel like that was wrong because I was not bothering nobody. And I was not in nobody inbox trying to blame nobody. Can't nobody post no proof of me going in nobody's inbox trying to frame anyone. I had left that alone and I had wanted people to leave me alone, but my name just kept coming about as it relates to a fake page. Now, true, yeah, when it comes to those pages, just fuck the pages. Like, but I know people are hurt because I can't really say so. This is my thing, mama three. It's easy for people to say F the pages if you wasn't really hurt by those pages. Like, I know I was hurt by the fake page when it came out and spoke on my child and my grandmother and the Shade Room Reloaded page. And sometimes that stuff stick with you, and it kept me wanting to, like, crash out on my panels and keep wanting to explain myself. But as a woman, as a grown woman, I know that I have trolled before, but it never got that deep to want to talk about somebody's mom, talk about somebody's medical stuff, all that stuff that that page was doing. Why would I want to be affiliated at? Why would I want to come for those people? Like, if people use a common sense and stop saying, okay, she's attached to someone we don't like, so we're going to implement her. This is what I want. Okay, I am not out here getting on no platform, calling nobody name and accusing them of nothing. I want my name to stop being brought up because that can start like rage. Like, people can believe that and people could be like, damn, and stuff can happen. And here I am, don't know who was running that page, but if I was wrong from accusing somebody of page because I didn't have, okay, I can admit if I was wrong. I don't know. Just like, and because I don't know, I'm not out here. Yes, I've had private conversations saying I think this person, because that particular person that I accused was all in the comments, okay? All in the comments with this page, the Purvis page, the Shamika page. They was all in the comments for whatever reason, all right? But lo and behold, I stopped tying that person with that page publicly, okay? I wasn't doing anything malicious, wasn't getting nobody in anybody's inbox. That's how I personally felt like it was her running a page. I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel. All right. I do not I couldn't even see, like, why it would be Amora. I don't believe that. I don't believe it was Amora. I don't believe it was Amora at all. But that's just my beliefs. But what I will say is, to the young lady that's using her platform to tie me to the page, I know that right now you might feel like you want to get your lick back because I publicly came out and accused you. Well, I did that one time. We went back and forth. But listen, you have no proof that that was me on that page, okay? At all. Just like I don't really have no proof other than that phone ringing, but you don't see me constantly getting on my public platform, regardless of what I felt and who I was telling on private conversations. That was that. But I'm not out here trying to get thousands of people to attack you anymore about a page that we probably all would never know who was running the page at all. Yes, when I did come out, I never said any names. Um, at all. Like, this person just took off on me. Okay. She took off on me. Now, even if everyone said, okay, that's her, okay, what's gonna happen? Is people gonna come to my door? Would my child get exposed? Stuff about me get exposed? Like, that stuff don't matter to me. What matters is people that I would never do something like that to is believing that I actually would do something like that to them. The people that I connected with on the phone, I genuinely connected with them on the phone. I didn't sit in their face and know who was behind a page and continue to talk to them. Like, that's stupid. I wasn't that invested on hurting people. You know what we was doing, trolling and stuff that we was doing. Maybe it wasn't the best thing to do, but it was all fun and games. And I was woman enough to get on here and apologize. You have people who have not even got on nowhere and apologize for the things that they've done, but they continuing to try to crack a code to see other people get blamed for something. You know, I think that was really fucked up. That somebody's mom, good morning, Shanta, somebody's mom, somebody's background, and all that stuff had to get pulled. Like, I really feel like that was messed up, and I would never do no shit like that. Felicia, Brina, none of these people have never done me anything for me to go that low and attack them. Okay, but the Shade Room Reloaded page was giving a green light, telling people add them to the list, add them to the list. And until that person could come out and literally just admit to the things that they done and apologize, you can't be out here trying to crack the code and cause division. Okay, people are blinded by so much evil in this saga, and because you connected to one person, you're guilty by association. And people need to understand that you have to have your own mind. You have to have your own mind. You can't just be out here hating people and blaming people. I get it. People don't like certain people, but you can't just be out here blaming a page that vicious. I did it. I was wrong for it. Hey, if that page wasn't the lady that I accused of, then I could be like I said, I could be a woman and apologize. But it was not me. Um I actually don't like want to be affiliated with none of it no more. Like, I will not even be on this YouTube page no more. I've actually created a whole different YouTube. I just want to get away from it. I do hope that people could stop mentioning me and stop lying on me without any proof and stop coming up with all these assumptions. Okay? Because I would never go that low. Y'all just be talking, just saying anything. Um, just like I can't come out and say, listen what I heard on the phone on a three-way on that three-way call. I don't have no proof of that. I could say what I felt, but that's what really happened. But you can't come out here and say I've been in people inbox and I've been over here pulling people records and I've been over here doing that. You have no proof of that. Cause you know I didn't do it. You have no proof that I did that. Okay. So my thing is, y'all can stay stuck in this situation. It's like at this point, just like everybody say, it's very demonic. And cracking the code or who was the page or whatever, it really does nothing for nobody. It really does nothing for nobody. People saying they coming together and stopping the attack, but then you're constantly attacking people, you know? You're constantly attacking people. I didn't want to be fighting with this lady. I didn't want to be tied up with charges and all of that. And maybe I was wrong for not informing the other lady that I had decided to not fight with this lady in court on her behalf. Now I could be a woman to say that if I was wrong for that, I was. But um Felicia, if you are listening or if you run across this, I, I'm speaking for myself, okay? I've never created a page to attack you. I never would. I didn't know you at the time. I didn't know who you were. I didn't know any of you. Had never crossed me in any kind of way. That would be absurd for me to just go out here attacking you. Jeannie hadn't did me nothing for me to want to attack her. So y'all need to really check yourselves and get in and really just stop doing what y'all doing, because y'all are, it's one thing for a person to know, okay, I don't like this person because they came out and they did this to me. Okay? They came out and they did this to me. But to try and tell somebody, help them like feed into like this whole hate thing. Like, yes, she did that. That's wrong. And even if we did it before, if people decide, okay, I'm not doing that shit no more, then we don't have to do it no more. Like, you cannot tell somebody when they can stop and say, okay, enough is enough, I'm moving on. But it's hard to move on when you steady have, nobody wants to hear their name being dragged and being accused of something, especially as something as horrible as those let's play and purpose pages. Nobody want to be accused of no shit like that. What I have, what's proven to me is who dragged my child. And like I said, that was horrible, that was fucked up, but what can I do about it? We would never know. And the thing about it, we would never know who was out here running what. There's one person that came out and said, okay, I was the Chris Taft page, I was the Shade Room page, but look at how hurtful, the hurtful things that page was running, and this person came out and admitted it. Any pages that was created to hurt somebody was all wrong, but why can't people just say, okay, let's move forward, let's move forward. Like, what can I do about it? I'm leaving it alone. It's not good for my mental. It's not good. Just leave it alone. But to be out here making people feel a way about certain people because you don't like them, or you don't like that they're attached to somebody or connected with somebody, that is wrong. When somebody is not bothering you, why are you continuing to bother them? I am not out here getting on no platform bothering nobody and accusing nobody of nothing at all. So like I said, I got on here to say this. All that shit is demonic. All of it. Anytime a person is getting on any platform talking about anybody, it's all demonic. And it's something that, it's all type of shit going on in the world, all type of shit. Like, people need to really focus on, like I've always said this. But like I said, I'm guilty of always wanting to come clear my name. And that's how I'm always tied in this shit. But it would never happen again. And I promise you that I put that on my kids' soul. Y'all would never see me back um on live on this YouTube. Like I said, I've created a whole new YouTube. I am out of this shit. Whatever y'all do, y'all could beat each other up, talk about each other, post up. Y'all can even talk about me. From this day forward, I know in my heart what I did and didn't do, and that's all. I just wanted to come out and tell the victims of that page it was not me. And if you really want to crack a code to the page, starting with me is you're wasting your time. If it meant that much to you and you really want to crack the code, start with me, you're wasting your time. For real. I don't care about none of this stuff no more. I don't have no hatred in my heart for nobody. I don't care about none of this stuff. Only thing I'm asking is to please stop at this point. No matter what differences we have had before, I have agreed not to negatively come out and spread no dirt on your name. I'm only asking for that same respect. Regardless of how you feel, you've gotten your lick back several times. You've came and attacked me several times. Okay? Only thing I'm asking is if you can please just stop tying me into stuff. You have no proof. I'm not doing it to you. Like, please just leave me out of it. In fact, I probably won't even see it no way because like I said, my new page is just straight up out this sector. So I just want to come here and say this. Do not be fooled by hatred, people. You have to wake up and have your own mind. And you have to think, why would she do this? Why would she want to do this? I ain't that fucked up. I'm not, no, regardless of what people have said, the lies, I'm not that fucked up. I'm not gonna sit up here and be talking to somebody, okay? Crying with somebody. Me and one of the ladies, we done cried together. We done talk. You think I'm gonna be out here putting her background and shit up? Fuck no. I was hurting. These people witnessed me hurting. So I didn't have time to think about a fake page. I was over here hurting about what I was dealing with in real life. You think I had was that jolly and that happy and that fucked up to be over here um wearing with a fake page? And when that page would put up screenshots, good morning, Lynn. When a person would put up screenshots, The shit was showed like different weather conditions and all kind of other stuff. So I don't think that it's about getting to the bottom of who that page is. I think it's just about getting the lick back and, you know, just getting revenge out on the people who they feel like did something to them. But yeah, I would just it's looking stepping back and looking at all of it. It is retarded, and it is a fucked up situation to be in. It's a fucked up storyline. Everything about it is fucked up. The only thing, I don't want my name attached to any of it no more. Like I said, this is my last live. I'm gonna keep it up because it's gonna be the last live that I ever speak on about anything dealing with that. It's dumb. It's dumb, and y'all need to have some fucking common sense and think before y'all join a bandwagon. And when somebody say enough is enough and they go on mention their name and thinking you could continue to mention somebody's name and keep fucking with them, that's where I don't have a platform that I use every day to come on here and fuck with people. I don't do that. And the one thing I ain't gonna do, regardless of what they could say about me, anything about my history or whatever, at the end of the day, I'm a fucking woman. And I'd be damned if I'm going to continue to sit up here and let somebody continue to use my name and lie on me. That's not going to happen. I'm asking for it to stop. I am not bothering you. There is no lie nobody could pull up that I am bothering nobody. I even try to refrain from calling people's name. Y'all really need to grow up. Shanta, if you in the sisterhood group, I'll post it in there. I'll post the name of my YouTube page in there. Like, I'm gonna just start. I just want to start doing like other stuff. Like, this ain't me. Like, this, I don't have to. I have control over my own life, my own thought process, my own everything. And if I want to say, you know what, regardless of what these people say about me, regardless of what they're saying, I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to be a part of it. I choose to do something else, and that's what I'm choosing to do. If they want to spend their life and their channel and their energy on trying to crack a code on a fucked up evil page that they don't have no proof of who running it, then that's on them. Like, y'all just don't know. Like, I am so over this shit, like, for real. And I just hope that grown women, that can really comprehend and can really think for themselves, can sit back and literally say, what the fuck is this doing for me? What the, who, how, why? Who, how, why? And even when you get the answers to all of that, then what are you going to do with it? Continue to sit on your platform and degrade somebody, say you're moving on, say you don't want to be dragged, you don't want your name being dragged, but you're out here dragging other people's name. You're out here bothering people that's not even bothering you. I don't care to have a whole bunch of supporters or a whole bunch of viewers. Like, this is my voice, and I'm going to use it every single time I feel necessary, whether it's respected or not. Ain't nobody deserve. I don't care. Ain't don't nobody deserve to be done that low like that page done. Nobody deserve that shit, and I ain't gonna sit here and just stand on that shit. And I feel like if it's anything that was requested from me to prove that I wasn't that shit, I don't give a fuck. I will prove it, not just for the naysayers, but I will prove it for the victims. Hey, this is what it is. It ain't me. Sometimes people couldn't really believe that shit from their heart. Like, man, this lady really, or this girl, or these people really fucking with me. Like, do it. If it's some kind of way you could prove it, I would say prove that shit. For real. Like, I know that I would. I know that I've tried. But one thing that someone said this morning, it don't matter if people, how many times you address it. If people want to lie and people want to say stuff, they're going to continue to say it. They're going to continue to do it. Because people are going to continue to listen. This shit is so beyond, like, terrible and useless. Like, I don't know what, I mean, I've tried the little shit that I have done that in the end made it seem like I could have been crossing people. I was actually trying my best to avoid conflicts and avoid, you know, just getting myself in dark places. So I have tried to maneuver and try to like make peace with people. It was brought to the forefront and made fun of. Maybe people felt like I was crossing them, but it wasn't like that. I just kind of felt like if it's a way that I can avoid drama and all of this, and that's, I should have not gave a fuck. I should have just not cared. But what I would say is anything that happened back then on them pages, I wasn't affiliated with it. I'm speaking for myself. I wasn't affiliated with anything. I don't know who was affiliated with it. I wasn't teamed up with nobody affiliating with it. I would never address her. Think what they want. God knows the truth. I would never. I never ever went to the van page. My thing, Candy, is, well, this is how I genuinely feel about that page, Candy. I feel like the page was genuinely a LaTruth supporter. Well, I felt that somewhere down the line, I was never connected to Felicia or any of those people like that to know their personal business. I do feel like there was people maybe feed that she was in communication that was feeding that page stuff. But how could it be me when I didn't have a relationship with her, or I didn't have a reason to want to see her out the way or see her being drugged because I didn't know her? Like I was already out the way. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like common sense. Why would anyone want to like? Why would I? After being drugged, like I was being dragged, and this page was still commenting back and forth to the lady that I was going back and forth with. Why would I want to be communicating with this, like, at the same time as going on? Shit, me and Amora was at odds, and everybody know that. Why would I be connected? She didn't like me. She didn't want to talk to me at the time. Everybody knew what we had going on. You know what I'm saying? But to forgive somebody and move on and people don't like it, why? Everybody has did fucked up shit to people, and whoever decided that they wanted to put that to the side and move forward, that's their choice. And now that I made that choice, y'all want to try to implement me and her together as trying to hurt somebody. That's crazy. I didn't even want to see it. Like, I didn't even know, like, what was the whole purpose of that page? Like, why come out and start doing, like, I didn't even know the whole, like, what the fuck? All I know is it was brought to my attention, Candy, when Jeannie said that if you don't, Ashley Gatlin, if you don't stop running that page, I'm gonna get EK, whoever the man, EJ, or these people gonna come out and attack you, and we're gonna talk about your daughter. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then that page started reaching out to me, and that video clip that was played on Mora's channel, Shamika Lewis never inboxed me. It was always the Purvis. So that link came from somebody else. It didn't come from me. I got it, but it didn't come in my inbox. I don't name drop, okay? The people that I have communicated with that's in my inbox that reached out to me first, I would never do y'all that. I would never name drop. It is what it is. But the thing about it is, people knew. People knew that wasn't me. It's convenient right now because of the person that they don't like. So it's convenient right now to accuse her and anybody she affiliated with right now. And I feel like that's wrong. I did, Candy. I did. I apologized and I said, look, if I was wrong, but what I can't take back is the phone call that I heard ringing. Okay? But even if all, let's just say all of that was wrong, Candy, you don't see me up here going live telling people, I did that one time. That's how I felt. But you don't see me constantly bringing this lady up, trying to put her in a bad light to everybody. What I talk about on in private, that's one thing. But to be out here trying to humiliate somebody, I would never do that to those people. It got people that I actually took a liking to, right? That I done told stuff to, that, and these people are now coming out calling me all kind of names, telling me I ain't shit. I knew who was running the page when God knows I didn't know who was running that page. I didn't know what was going on at all. at all. But what I do know is the page that really was out here fucking with me. I do know that because of the people that came forward and because she came forward herself. And my child couldn't help what happened to her when she was 9 years old, right? I'm a grown woman. If anybody on YouTube want to fight with me, that's one thing. But to try to go that low to drag my child in something, I just don't get it. Y'all are the type of people that would do some fucked up shit like that. My mind ain't never triggered me to do no shit. I ain't never talked about nobody's child. I ain't never talked about nobody's mama. I ain't never got on here and played no fucked up games like that ever. But the same person that's trying to crack this code and shift the blame to me, you was out here posting my daughter. My child was 9 years old. See, I wasn't out here on the internet going back and forth with my kid's daddy. I was a motherfucking 20-year-old girl trying to go to college and work that wanted a healthy co-parent. I can't help that a motherfucker was sick enough to do what they did to my child. Because you hate me that much, you wanted to come out here and put that out there. You had no proof that that was me on a page, but you wanted it out there so fucking bad. I ain't never been that low, y'all. I ain't never been that fucked up. And I never would be. So the person that's out here trying to crack the code and stir the shit up, why don't you come out and tell what you did? Why don't you come out and say, hey, I was doing this, instead of sit back playing, investigating and kicking this shit off and instigating shit? Why don't you come out and tell what you did? Why don't you come out? Because this ain't even about, let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about the let's play or none of that shit. I don't care about that. God knows, I know I was not running that shit. I don't know who was running it. At this point, I don't give a fuck who running it. I just want people to leave me alone, stop mentioning my name, stop trying to create this hate towards someone that's not even bothering you. Okay? But for somebody to sit up and try to join a bandwagon and try to crack a fucking case knowing that she was the one doing all this evil shit, a sly sleuth, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, it don't matter what you can say or do to me or bring forth about me. It's what you did to my child. I ain't never came out here. You made posts saying you want to, I'll talk, fuck your kids. I ain't never sat up here and made a post and said, fuck your kids. You out here posting my grandmother. You out here making all these lies on me. And then you want to sit back and act like you've done nothing to hurt nobody. You want to try to instigate the situation and put me in a more in some shit because you feel some type of way about her. I feel like that's fucked up. Because you ain't never once, one thing about it, I've never been a person that couldn't come out here and publicly apologize to anybody. I done apologize to Robert. I done apologize to Bree. I apologize to Mr. Niece. I apologize to anybody. I even apologize to Amber. Anybody that I felt like that I hurt, I was woman enough to get up here and apologize for it. You have yet to get your fucking ass and apologize for anything that you did. But you're trying to instigate the situation. What you want? For somebody to get mad enough and hurt somebody? For somebody to get mad enough to just keep talking about them? You want to sit back and watch somebody get fucked up? Like, that's crazy. What is your motive behind it? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like I said, yes, I have done things that wasn't cool, you know. But once I told a person, hey, I'm sorry about that, I'm going to move on from it, I literally moved on from it. I didn't go back and try to continue to fuck with these people. It actually have a lot of good people in this saga that's being like misled for real. And if you're going to come together and say, you know, let's be positive and let's move on, then be just that. But trying to relive the past and crack these codes and do all of that, it does nothing for none of us. For real. It does nothing for none of it. Actually, don't judge yourself. One thing is that you always come to the light. Jeremy is failing at life and doing worse than anybody. She'll figure it out soon. Doing evil won't be blessed. That's true. You're sitting back, you know, and then the young lady said that um I brought information back to Bree. I have not spoken to her. Why would I go and blame I only start saying that the page was Stephanie is because these people were coming out with proof. They said it was proven that it was her. Okay, so at that point, I'm like, well, listening to audios, like maybe it is her, but we know put that who put that in. That Stephanie was going back and forth with one person, okay, with one person. Stephanie ain't did me shit. Okay, so I didn't have to go try to frame her, and I didn't. Other people came out and said that they had proof from a detective that it was her. So I want to clear that up right there. I ain't spoken. See, when you tell lies just for no reason. Oh, she went over there and in these people inbox. I ain't went in nobody inbox bringing up Stephanie's name. I had no reason to. Y'all just be making up stuff that sound good to try, to hurt the next person. All that shit gonna come to the light, and I ain't gonna be nowhere around to even give a fuck. I'm telling y'all right now, like, Candy, y'all, like, this is the last, like, I don't even want this YouTube page. Like, I used to be in the bushes listening to that shit. That's not even good. Like, it don't serve me no purpose. Even blaming me don't serve me no purpose, and I'm over it. The truth would come to the light, but I say, for anybody trying to crack a code or bring truth to the light, you can't bring nobody else truth to the light until you bring your own goddamn truth to the light. You got to stand up. You got to stand on your own shit before you try to hold somebody else accountable. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, all this whole saga, like all this shit, people teaming up and secretly talking to this one and secretly doing this to come together and do this, like, it never works out. It never works out. Blaming innocent people for shit and then feeding into these people own assumptions because you don't like them, that's wrong. That is wrong. The one thing people can say is, I ain't getting up here messing with nobody. I don't give a fuck who bushes I'm in. I could get in the chat. I can state something that's facts. I never lied when I said I heard that phone ringing. I never lied. But people are lying on me, saying I'm in people inbox and I'm creating this and I'm that. Hell, y'all using these voice apps just like Chris Taft was using a voice app to reach out to this lady, mentioning stuff about my past that was lies. Like, all these voice apps and all these fake pages, I don't need the saga at all. I don't need the clout. I don't need the viewers. I don't need nothing. I got 13 people watching. I don't give a fuck if it was 3. Somebody will hear it sooner or later. Like, I don't need to constantly have my hand in a pot. I only engage in the shit trying to clear my name to people who don't even matter in my real life. I've tried to make peace with these people. When people don't want to make peace and they just want to be able to come out and bully and lie and harass and defame somebody, that shit is for the birds. People could say, oh, you did it, you used to do it. Okay, that's used to. This is 2025. Used to. I am so far past that shit. So far past it. Like, y'all need to really get it together. Cause this shit got y'all, like, in a real frenzy at this point. Like, can't you I would be thinking of other kind, like, if I had like the influence and the support and the subscribers, like, I literally would not waste it on 2023, 2024 bullshit. Like, I would actually be trying to, like, elevate myself, really and truly. And you cannot elevate watching it. You can't elevate being in a chat. You can't elevate like, just being in it. And that's why I've chosen to go completely away, like, get in a hole. Like, I don't care nothing. I'm not even gonna post, like, my pictures and videos on it. I don't want nothing to do with this YouTube page anymore. Like, I'm really done. Like I said, I made this video because I wanted to make it very clear to everyone. I ain't running behind no page. I don't want my name. I'm asking for it to be stopped. Like, please stop. You requested for me to stop mentioning your name and knowing I didn't have proof, and I gave that to you. I don't mention your name. I actually tried to make peace with you. I'm asking for that same thing in return. I'm not bothering you regardless of your speculations and what y'all are trying to piece together. I don't know who was running that page. I wasn't running that page, and I don't give a fuck about the page, okay? Everybody has done hurtful things to each other. Nobody is innocent. It's so, if we want to sit back and crack the codes, we'll be fucking cracking codes forever. Motherfuckers don't even have an egg to crack to eat, but out here want to fucking crack codes and mess with people. Like, leave that shit alone. Like, I mean, I can't tell you what to do. By all means, do it. But damn, if somebody not bothering you, like, leave people alone. It's ridiculous. It really is. So, Candy, I am so sorry that you being attached to all this bullshit. Like, that shit came from that the whole. I don't feel like I said, I don't know, because I don't know, but I don't feel like it was a Brianna supporter that was running the page. I really don't feel like it was some. Do I feel like somebody was over there feeding that page stuff? I feel like it, and I feel like whoever was feeding the page stuff, they wanted to see it going. I feel like they did want to see um Felicia keep going. I feel like they did want to see her. I'm not saying it's a more. I don't believe it was a more. I believe that it was somebody that was actually jealous of her. I feel like they wanted to see her continue go back and forth because she was the quote unquote bully slayer, and they was kept doing stuff and feeding that page and doing stuff, and that's the fucked up thing about it. See, she didn't know me. She didn't have a connection with me. I didn't have no reason to be out here giving her stuff up. Would she detach herself from me and say, hey, because guess what? I was over here talking and to the other lady about not moving forward with charges and stuff like that. So that's what she felt like I snaked her at. She have a reason to feel like that. That's fine. I felt like I did what was best for me when I didn't want to be, going back and forth. And she felt like it was best for her to say, hey, I'm not talking to her no more. But for me to want to do something like that to her, she ain't did nothing to me. She ain't did nothing to me. None of these people that page was talking about did anything to me. Okay? So I wouldn't ever have a reason to do no fucked up shit like that. My heart is just not like that. I'll forgive somebody and keep it moving, give you the shirt off my back before I get up there and talk about your child, your mother, your grandmother. I wouldn't do that shit. Anytime I was a part of in 2023 wanting to see what was on somebody's background and shit, I could be a woman and say, yeah, we used to all be wanting to do that shit, but that shit came to a stop. And I know for me it did. The key thing is honesty. Be honest to yourself and be honest to others, and then you can move on from it. I done been honest. I done said whatever it is. I don't know what the fuck they want me to say. What, come out here and actually say, yeah, okay, it was me running the page, and then what? It wasn't me. Y'all need to learn to love and forgive and to try to move on from this. Because at some point, the shit gonna all fade out. And then what's next? No, I'm not gonna come on here and talk about nobody and bash nobody, name drop and do all that because I don't have to. Damn, y'all don't even know. Like, y'all mad because a person decides to say, okay, I forgive the person who did this to me and I want to move forward. I will forgive anybody because that's how I was raised. People, I mean, y'all need to start being that way too. And if you don't like somebody, you don't like them, but I don't see how in the world y'all could just continue to mess with people that's not messing with y'all. Y'all are childish. It's ridiculous, and y'all really need to grow up. Because the same people y'all talking about what they did in their past or any wrongdoings that they ever did, regardless to what y'all could say about me, whatever y'all did, whatever y'all feel I've done that wasn't right, at the end of the day, like, I'm okay. I'm happy. I'm not asking nobody for nothing, and I'm doing pretty well. I have my own life issues, but I'm doing pretty well. So I know I'm not gonna go back and forth with y'all with this bullshit no more. Only thing I'm asking for, and I'm saying it and I say it again, please Stop harassing me. Please stop accusing me of something I'm not doing. Yes, I've did it before, but I seized it. I stopped it. So please give me that much respect. If you're a grown woman and you moving forward and you want to elevate, I'm asking, please leave me out of it. Quit mentioning my name. I'm asking. Oh shit. But anyways, y'all, I'm about to get off. This is the last time I'm gonna be on this YouTube page. I'm over it. I'm done. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, but I am really done with this shit. And good luck on finding who was behind the pages. I hope y'all find out who is behind the pages. So good luck to y'all, and I'm done.